Gaia. Cosmic cat ear. We've got affirmations. Maybe you're going to offer something up. Affirmations. If there is something you'd like to offer, some positive vibrations, definitely. And I too can send you some as well. This has been a very challenging week. Are you experiencing this as well? Have you been shedding a lot of skin, a lot of old ways, patterns, old self, maybe grieving the loss of this? The energy is there. It's all about releasing and letting go, purging, so that you can step into moving away from the stagnant energy, moving into this golden opportunity era for you. Yeah. All right. So feel free to share in the comments below. How's your inner child today? Have you asked? Maybe check with your inner child and see. So affirmations for the inner child, October 17th, is all about ethics. My ethical standards reflect my inner goodness. I discover my ethical standards within my unfolding sense of self. As I grow in recovery, my self-respect allows me to respond respectfully to others. In dysfunctional families, healthy morals are taught in an unhealthy way. Parents who are rigid and shaming have unreasonable expectations about their children's capacity to understand ethical behavior. Like any other skill, moral understanding and ethical behavior grow in developmental cycles. When I was a child, my parents judged my behavior by adult standards. I felt shame rather than appropriate guilt when my actions fell short. Today, I will take stock of my moral values and ethical standards to make certain they reflect my inner goodness. There's this part here about self-respect, having self-respect and gaining that within your own self, connecting with your inner child, connecting with the higher you, and manifesting in your life self-worth, confidence, respect, shows how you transform in other relationships. And this is the perfect example of how transforming your own life in turn does transform others. Whether that's definitely typically not why most people, sometimes it's why some people decide they want to change. It's for someone else. But it's best to always do the change for yourself because you want it. And not having that codependency on someone else is what Spirit's saying. So the rigid, the shaming, yeah, it makes it very difficult. Also, when you grow up and being shamed for everything, never satisfied, nothing you do is good enough, and it's an environment of rigidness. There's little room for nurturing, very little comforting. So I would encourage you to maybe check out some of the prior readings that we've done this week, as they are related to divine feminine energy, the birthday readings. Let's pull some cards on this and see what we can get about ethics. What are your moral values? Have you got to the point of where you can begin to create your values? Or you've just always known, someone here has always known what their values are, but they've just never been able to confidently, with power, self-awareness, and assurance, share. So you can share here. And look, you have the seed. It's time to plant that seed. Plant the ethics seed. Allow yourself to feel anything by looking at this card. And allow your body to do anything that it wants to do. If your body wants to shake, allow it to shake and be aware of that shaking feeling. Tap into it and ask your body why it's shaking. Same as if you feel numb. You can ask, but don't dwell. If you get an answer, great. If you don't, great. Everything's fine. Acceptance. Accept yourself as you are. Plant the seed of intention for you. What do you want to grow? Because if you have spent this past week purging, releasing, letting go, you are preparing yourself for something. You're preparing yourself. You've opened up some new space in your aura, your life, and you are preparing to bring something in. What is this that you want to bring into your life? Do you have good morals and ethics now? Or is this something that perhaps sparked something within you about your standards, your reflection, and your own inner goodness? Being a reflection of the true you when you're out in public. How often are you able to be your true self without molding or transforming into something that you think others want you to be? This is a really big one. That's really big as far as ethics go, as far as your own moral compass, being your own moral compass, not asking or hoping or wishing or wanting someone else to be your compass for you. You are meant to follow your internal compass. And I just heard no more. Take no more. No more cards. 2, duality. Spirit said duality. So there's still some struggle going on. Are you having a tough time accepting your failures, mistakes? We had mistakes for the inner child just a couple days ago. If you'd like to check that reading out. They're all opportunities for you to reassess and reevaluate situations. You know, when something happens, if it doesn't happen the way that you wanted it to happen, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It means that it's an opportunity. Typically, these situations come, they repeat until that chain, that cycle is broken. So the way too that you can break some of these cycles is by actually transforming your mindset, your thought pattern, your moral compass, being that magician within yourself that can transform your feelings. This entire week, how I've been ill and unable, literally physically unable to do my daily responsibilities, and which includes the videos here. So but I had to listen to my body. I had to take the time, and honoring yourself where you're at, honoring your body and what your body is telling you. It doesn't always make sense, but it is key. It is key to listen to your body. And right now, you are planting a seed. Is this a seed, a physical seed? Are you getting out? Is it spring? Is spring approaching you where you live? We are actually, where we live in the East Coast of the States, we're getting ready to hit winter. We're in fall season right now. And some things we do plant in the fall. So maybe you are planting some cold crops at this time, or perhaps it's spring and you're planting some seeds, planting your garden for the year. This is exciting for some of you. Some of you aren't gardening at all. This is planting a seed in your brain. You've planted a seed about your ethics, about your moral compass, about how you see yourself, and also your worth and value. You understand it now. A lot going on in the emotions, a lot of emotional thoughts. Yeah, the old part's dying. Death. Welcome the death into your life so that it can release all of these thoughts that you have that are scattered thoughts that aren't helping you. Things of be unable to make a decision about something. And for someone, these are the 7 things you're purging from your life. You're actually purging 7 different ill thoughts that you have that go on in your mind. And you've planted the seed to do this, and now you're doing it. The old you is dying. Very much so. You're surrendered to this. You surrendered to, you are devoted. You devoted yourself to your inner child, to your inner compass, raising your self-confidence up. And this is exactly what's happening. The old part of you that wasn't creative, wasn't powerful, couldn't set boundaries, is dying off. And this is a grieving that you could be experiencing at this time. The loss of the old self. It may sound strange, but it's very much true. You know, think about it. It's something that you've done over and over and over again your entire life. This is going away now, so that you can rebirth into planting this seed. Here is a seed, one seed. Here you have 7 different thoughts going on, emotions, 7 different emotions in all different directions. And to get back your stability, you're tired of this. You're tired of living this life. And you've asked for some help, and this is what you're getting. You're going to get what you want. You are getting what you asked for. You're getting what you put your intentions to. Spirit said, you're an alchemist. It can be surprising to you, but for the most part, you understood and knew what you were asking for. It was the lack that you had felt of not being able to make a decision. For some of you, that's what your seed is. is you know, you want to be able to make better decisions for your life, and you've asked for this. And part of you making better decisions for your life is removing certain aspects in your life. And I just heard you don't give yourself enough credit. You're being asked to go back into your journal and look back to last month at this time in your journal. There's something in there about decisions. There's something in your journal that you've wrote about where you made decisions on your own, and it's important for you to reflect back on that now. So please do so. Share in the comments below what that was for you, what that is. I'm only sharing downloads. I have no idea. I'm sharing what's being shared with me, but I would love to know what this is for you that you're allowing to break free from now. And one of these you're choosing. You'll choose one and stick with it. There's so many different aspects that this could be, being that it's a general reading. It could totally be you want inner peace. So the chaotic part of you is dying so some inner peace can step in. And it may sound like that's boom, boom, boom like that, but it's definitely not. Not always a smooth transition. Sometimes it's very rocky and bumpy. Perhaps you're trying to release some of the ego mindset or embrace your feminine energy. Release fear. Bring more materials into your life. Call on your inner dragon. Create a foundation, a home that you can have, that you can live in, that could be for you. Anything is possible, Spirit says. So keep that in your mind today. Anything is possible. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.